Alright, hey, it's Mega here, and I'm shooting a video about recharging the air conditioning on this 2009 Honda Civic Hybrid, okay? It's my sister's car, and it's always giving us freaking problems, man. So what I got going on is we're going to recharge the air conditioning on this. At least I think we are, okay? I'm going to show you how to check the level, and then how to recharge it, right? I'm almost certain it needs a recharge. Right, my sister was complaining about the AC not being strong enough, okay? It works, but it kind of doesn't work, okay? And so some of the symptoms are, yes, the AC will not be as cold, all right? And it's almost summer, guys. And what is it? So what I notice is that the vents on the passenger side of the vehicle are colder than the vents on the left side, all right? And that has to do, I looked it up on the internet, it has to do about the condenser, the way the air or the refrigerant flows through the system. It's cooler on the passenger side than the driver's side, okay? But it should be, that means it's not blowing cold enough, okay? So one of the symptoms is you don't have enough refrigerant in the system, okay, guys? And so what refrigerant this vehicle uses is this stuff, all right? R134 alpha, okay? I looked it up, all right, guys? I looked it up on Google. I think it should be good. Okay, so what you're gonna need to recharge the system is you're gonna need some refrigerant, all right? You can get this from your local auto supply store. This one is from AutoZone, okay? You're gonna need some kind of adapter, all right, to connect to the systems, okay? We're going to connect it to the low side port, okay, guys? And then you're going to need some kind of gauge, okay? So I think, I'm not 100%, but you can buy a kit that has the gauge built into it, all right, built into the adapter. However, so this is a kind of relic from my Toyota Previa, all right? My Toyota Previa I guess they converted the air conditioning system to R134 alpha. And yeah, so I got this at Harbor Freight a long time ago. I'm pretty sure you can still get them, okay? Yeah, and then so one word of caution is if you're gonna do this on a car, all right? So this video is specifically for the Civic, all right? But it should be the same for like all the other cars, all right, guys? A lot of newer cars use a different refrigerant, all right? They don't use 134 alpha. I think it's a 1234 YF or something, okay? So if you have a car that you need to look at the inside your hood, all right, or somewhere on your car, there's a sticker or in the manual or something, it'll say what kind of refrigerant your vehicle uses, or you just Google it, okay? Hopefully it'll be on the internet, all right? But this one uses R134 alpha, all right? There should be a sticker somewhere on it, but I can't find it, all right? I have to Google it, all right? So that's how I know it's the right one, all right, guys? It's the old stuff. It's the cheap stuff, right? Okay, so another thing I want to note is chances are if you have to recharge your air conditioning system because it doesn't have enough refrigerant in it or it's just weak, chances are you have a leak in your system somewhere, right? It could be leaking from the pump, it could be leaking from a hose, from a fitting, somewhere, okay, guys? So if that's happening and if it's leaking a lot, don't bother doing this, okay? You're just kind of wasting your money. If it's just a slight leak, I guess it's okay, all right? But yeah, chances are you're probably going to have to recharge it later. So the best thing to do in that situation is take it to someone that has like a vacuum system and can evacuate all the refrigerant and then fix the leak and then put it back in the car, okay? So I don't have that equipment, so we're gonna try this first, okay? And if it leaks out too fast, then I don't mind if I have to do this every year. That's not too bad, okay, guys? But yeah, if we're having to do this often, then it's probably better to fix the problem instead of just try to. It's like, it's like you're pouring a drink into a cup, right? And then there's a crack in the cup, and you're pouring, and it's leaking out of the cup. So to keep the glass full, you have to keep on pouring the drink in there. All right, just think of it that way, okay? Anyway, so let's go knock it out. All right. So first we're going to check the level. All right. So to do that, we need to turn the vehicle on, turn the AC on, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Oh man, I have to say this car is like a YouTube YouTube special here, man. It's constantly always needing some kind of work, man. And I'm constantly shooting videos about it, so I guess it's good content. Alright, so here we're going to turn the vehicle on. Okay, and then we're going to turn, let's put it on auto. Make sure the AC on, okay? And then we're going to turn it all the, yeah, we're going to turn it down to low. Okay, see how I'm turning it up right now? And it says 70. Well, we want to turn it all the way down to 60 where it says low. Okay, oh, never mind, it goes low. You have to go past 58 and then it'll go to low, okay? And then run it for a while, okay? Run it for a few minutes. All right, so hopefully it'll get cooler in here. If it's not, then yeah, it's all bad, all right? Okay guys, it's been running for a minute and I can feel it's a little cooler on this side. It's a lot cooler than it is. It's a lot cooler on this side than it is on this side. All right, guys. There's just warm air coming out of there. Okay. Here I can feel it. It's a little cooler. Okay. I promise you. Okay. I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. Okay. So we're gonna go open the hood. All right. Okay. Leave it running. And so what we need to do is we need to get that refrigerant circulating through the system so we can check the level on it, okay? Okay, I'm going to open the hood. Okay, so I know the air conditioner system is working, all right, because that one side is cooler than the other. So I know it's working, it's just not working very well, all right? So that's why we're going to check the level and then we're going to recharge it, okay, if it's low. And I think it is, all right? Okay, guys, so right here, all right, right next to the windshield washer fill up thing, all right, not the H, the L. You want to open the L port up, okay? There's a little cap that says L on it. Alright, it's kind of like a greenish color. Alright, I know you guys can't see. It says L on it. You want to make sure it's the one that says L and not the one that says H. You can't put them on the wrong ones, okay, guys? Okay, whatever. That one doesn't want to come on. Alright, you're going to take your gauge, guys. Alright, make sure there's nothing in it, alright, if you used it before. Alright, there's a little button here to purge it, okay? And then you're just going to stick it in there, alright? And it should, when you pull it out, it should retain the setting. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I think it did something. It says 20. All right, it says it's low. All right, let me hit this button and the needle should go down. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, so it was 20. Okay, so it was 20, right? According to Google here, all right, the 2009 Civic Hybrid, I know you guys, 2009 Honda Civic Hybrid air conditioning system's low side pressure should be 35 to 40. The high, don't worry about the high side, all right? The low side should be 35 to 40, all right? And it was 20, so we're like half of that, all right? So we got to get it to 35 to 40, all right, guys? So yeah, that means we're going to go refill it, all right, guys? Okay. We got our can of refrigerant here. This one is kind of, I kind of used some of this. I may have to buy more, man. And then I've got the adapter hose. All right, we're gonna make sure. Okay, so I think the valve should be closed. All right, so make sure this valve here, guys. All right, make sure this valve here, guys, is closed. Okay, and then screw this into here. All right, maybe you might want to wear safety glasses too, guys. A good idea, just in case you have a mishap. Okay. And then now you want to, okay, so according to the instructions, all right, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to do it, all right? So check the system pressure before and frequently during recharge. While charging, hold can upright, rotating between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock every 2 to 3 seconds while continuously agitating, shaking back and forth, okay? Continue it until the can is empty. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to dump this whole can in there, all right, guys? So, but yeah, if you think you just need a little bit of a charge, I would pull it off, all right, guys? So we're gonna go put this guy in here. Okay, it's on there. You got to pull this back and push it in. It's kind of like an air compressor fitting. All right, and then you're going to want to open this valve. All right, and then shake and then move to the 3 o'clock position. All right, kind of like that. All right, guys. 12 o'clock, right? I think 12 o'clock is like this. 12 o'clock. All right, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to open it up. Okay, it's open. I can feel it. It's getting cooler. All right, we're going to rotate every 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Rotate 12 o'clock. Shake it. All right, rotate it again. 12 to 3 o'clock, all right? Like I feel the can, it's getting cold, guys. So that means it's decompressing. It means stuff is coming out of it, all right? That's good. It says it takes 5 minutes for it to happen, all right? So at some point, the pressure will probably equalize, all right? And yeah, we probably want to check it, all right? Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to close this off. Okay, and then we're going to take this off. And then we're going to take our gauge and check the level, okay guys? So we're going to go check the level. Okay. And now it says 25 and it's filled, all right? But remember, 35 to 40 was what we wanted, all right? So we probably want more than that, all right? So keep on filling it, all right? Maybe I don't have enough, I don't know. That's good. That could be the case. All right, guys, so plug this guy back in. Okay, open her up. It's already getting warm. Look at the can. Okay, shake it. Okay. 3 o'clock, shake it. Okay, 12 o'clock, shake it. 3 o'clock, shake it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Rotate it, 12 o'clock, shake it. All right, I don't think it's doing anything else anymore, guys, because there's nothing in this can anymore. It's not getting cold anymore. I think we dumped everything that we could dump in there. All right, guys, so. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. Okay, I'm going to take this out. Some oil and gases might come out when you pull it out, all right, but it shouldn't be long, okay, guys? All right, we're going to check it one more time. Okay, I'm going to check it one more time. I'm pretty sure it's the same as it was before. Okay, oh, we got like 30 now. Okay, so it's a little bit better. Okay, so what that tells me is I need more refrigerant, guys, okay? So we're close to 30. All right, probably like 28 or something. Okay, so now what we want to do is go back in the car and see if it's cooler in there. Okay? The leak must not be that bad because there's still pressure in there, all right, guys? So now, let me go check. All right, and it's still warm, man. Okay, this side is cooler though. This side is cooler. This side is not as cool. All right. But I think it's better than it was before, all right? But it's still not cold enough, all right? So 30, remember 35 to 40 is what we needed, okay guys? So Hades Mega is going to go buy some more refrigerant, all right? We ran out, okay? All right. Okay, so when you're done with it, just close the valve and then open this. All right, take it out and you're done. Okay, so there really shouldn't be anything in there. All right, guys, I don't feel anything in there. You can feel, you know how like a spray paint can has like paint in it, right? You could feel it sloshing around in there. I don't feel anything in this. Okay, and it got really cold for a minute. All right, and then I took it off and then it got warm again. So. Okay, and yeah, you probably want to do this on a warm day so you can tell. You know how cool the thing. Don't do it in wintertime when it's freezing, okay guys? Okay, I do have another can here, but I don't have the freaking adapter for this. I don't know how this thing works, man. It needs some kind of special gauge on the top of this. All right, this is an avalanche refrigerant. All right, so I'm probably just gonna go back and get this AutoZone refrigerant. All right, hopefully it'll do the trick. Okay. All right, guys. So I just showed you the process in to recharge your AC. Okay. All right, you're gonna need the gauge, the refrigerant can, and then the adapter to load it. Okay, guys. They sell some fancy kits out there. This is the one I'm using, okay, guys, because I have it. All right, because I'm cheap like that. All right. Also, in California, I think you have to do a deposit on these. You do a core deposit, and when you return it, you get the money back. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to AutoZone. I'm gonna buy another one of these, and then they're gonna give. I don't think they're gonna charge me a deposit if I bring this. Okay, guys. So that's a scoop. All right. So I need to add a little bit more. But the process is how I showed it to you. All right, you're going to turn the AC on. Okay, we out. All right, check on learning. All right, here's what you're supposed to do. Turn the vehicle on. Turn the AC on. All right, turn the AC thermostat all the way down to cold so the air conditioner stays on. All right, the air conditioning pump. All right, and then take the cap off of the low side port. Remember the low side port. Check it with your gauge, see what it's at. All right, if it's low, screw this into the adapter and then connect the fitting onto the low side port. Open the adapter. All right, open the valve here and let it go in. Hold it at 12 o'clock, shake it every 3 seconds, turn it to 3 o'clock and 12 o'clock. All right, so 12 o'clock, I know it's the opposite way, guys. All right, like this, like that, all right, just like that. All right, and then and if you feel that you're close to what you should have, take it out. All right, and then put the gauge in and check. All right, so it's just to check frequently to make sure you don't overcharge it. Right, on this gauge it says you don't want to fill it past 50. All right, according to Google you want 35 to 40 psi in the system. Okay, guys. And it's still at 30 or something, so it's still not enough. I'll try to get it up to 40, I guess. Okay, so that's a scoop. I hope you guys learned something. I hope this was educational and entertaining video. That is how you recharge the air conditioning system on a 2009 Honda Civic Hybrid. All right, maybe the same thing for the other models of Civics. All right, make sure that whatever you're going to be recharging, you know what kind of refrigerant goes in it. All right. This one is a R134 Alpha, okay? Romeo 134 Alpha. Alright, so that's the one I'm going to go buy when I go to AutoZone, alright? Okay, thanks for watching. Ace Miguel.